Okay, can you say your name and what your profession is?
I'm Leanne Billington. I work for the University of Arkansas Division of Agriculture Research and Extension, the County Extension Agent Staff Chair here in Woodruff County.
So what all projects have you done and helped with here in East?
I have helped with Diversity Day last year, which involved the entire school working together, doing some team building activities, and learning about their personality traits. I've also worked with y'all on our farmers market. Kinley Dozier designed our logo and some other great things that has been prominently displayed around. We did the farm to table event, and the East class designed and fixed up a wonderful cookbook for us with all the menu items.
Do you see more students getting involved in the community like the chamber banquet stuff, do you think?
You know, I do, because I think that sometimes maybe students aren't aware of what they can do and the impact that they could have, and they're scared to step out there. And I think y'all are leaders in that area, and that you're showing, just to take the initiative and be available and let someone know that, hey, I'd like to help with that. And y'all are doing a great job with that.
Do you think East students, being in East, do you think it's inspired them to go out in the community and make a better change?
I do. Even the ones that some of the students I worked with last year that are still here this year, I can see that they've grown, and that the projects that they're wanting to do aren't frivolous at all. They really have a lot of meat to them, and the things that are really have a big impact on the community. So I think that's great.
Michelle Little.
Matt Little.
We own
The photographers at 111 here in McCrory. So we're wedding and portrait photographers.
I am amazed by this program East. Had we had this when I was in school, I think my career in photography would have started a lot earlier. And it is just amazing to have our small community in such a rural area have a program like this in our little small town to give our kids an opportunity to be creative. It's really amazing.
And when we first got into photography, somebody took the time and actually taught us how to do it and do it right. And we wanted to share that too. It feels good to pass that along to other people,
Yeah.
especially the younger generation.
Since East has been available at our school, students have worked on several different projects to work towards improving the community. How have you seen our community change since these projects have been started?
There's no ways the students that I would have been aware of would have been helping building websites and coming up with domain names and offering free portraits to families, at holiday time.
And seeing like you guys taking pictures for people who don't have the money to pay for pictures.
Absolutely.
I think that is fantastic, because everyone should get an opportunity to have memories of their family captured, and so that project is just wonderful.
I'm Sydney Hall, and I'm a senior at McCrory High School, and I've been in East this is my first year for East. I decided to pick the baseball complex for my project because the playground needed to be re-innovated and everything. And so I started talking to Mr. Fowler, and Ms. Height said something about her husband able to use AutoCAD, which that's like a blueprint where you can make stuff and print it out and show people. She told me he could help me with it, do Zoom meetings with them and stuff where I can have a video camera in my headphones, and he can be at his house and I can be here, and he can video chat with me and look on my screen and help me with stuff that I needed help with.
Aaron Wiggins, principal at McCrory High School. Correct, and I think it's a mind shift, and I think it was from being told, let's go back and think about that some more, whether that was from Ms. Height, from myself, from community members. I think it was just more of, let's not look at ourselves so much, let's look at the community, let's look what we can do for them. And I think now that's a lot of our projects, as far as not really thinking about how can we fix McCrory High School necessarily, but it's how can we use our services inside the room to better our community outside of the walls of the school. So yes, I do think that we've gotten better at project designing and thinking about our community as opposed to ourselves.
I've grown up in McCrory my whole life, so I've always seen the potential that McCrory has had as a community, and this place has a special place in my heart, and it's home for me, so I've always wanted to find a way to really better our community, and I think East inspired me to do that. I see all the students in several different periods in East, and they're always looking at our town and seeing what they could do to improve it and what they could do to make it better. And I think all the students in East are really researching and coming up with different ways to get McCrory to be a more enjoyable place for people to live.